Hello friends, my great pleasure to welcome you to my channel, Lensa Graphics and Multimedia. My name is Rafi Yakub right here, and in today's video you are going to learn how to create social media post banner step-by-step tutorial in Photoshop without any stress. So let's get started. But before we dive deep into tutorial, if you are very new to this channel, remember to click on the subscribe, turn on notification bell, so each time I post content about Photoshop design, you'll be notified. So with that being said, so let's dive into tutorial and see how to create social media post banner in Photoshop. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is to make sure you come to the top right here. Make sure you click on File and click on New. Then you have to come to the top right here. Make sure you title your design social media post banner. Then make your width to be 4.47 and the height should be 4.47. Your resolution should be 300 and then your color should be RGB color right here. Come down below right here and click on Create. All right, so you're going to have stuff like this. So the next thing you want to do right now is to make sure you go to your toolbar right here and make sure you click and hold down, then select your pen tools. Having selected your pen tools, you have to come to the pen tools property, come to the top right here, make sure shape is checked, and you can come here and change the color for now to another color of your choice. So what you want to do right now is to go back to your artwork right here and draw with your pen tools. So you can draw a shape like this. All right, so the next thing you want to do is to go back to your layer panel right here and make sure you select your background layer. Then having selected your background layer, then you have to go back to your toolbar again. So what you want to do on your toolbar is to click and hold down from the shape tool right here. Then make sure you choose your rectangular tool. Having chosen your rectangular tool, what you want to do is to come to the top right here. Make sure the shape is checked and then you can change the color to another color of your choice for now. So what you want to do is to come to the workspace and draw your rectangle as big as possible like this. All right, so once you draw your rectangle, then the next thing you want to do, so once you draw your rectangle, next thing you want to do is to come to your move tool right here, and the next thing you want to do is to go to the home tab right here, go to edit from the home tab right here and make sure you look for free transform. Now what we want to do right here is to make sure we rotate this particular shape and we make sure it's in line with this particular shape we just create. So we have to drag it this way and we make sure it snap this way. Okay, so what we want to do next is to make sure that we have to come to the top right here. Once we're satisfied with the shape style, we click on this check mark to accept the transform. All right, so what we want to do next is to make sure that we have to select, we come to the layer panel right here, we press Ctrl key down and select the tool shape. So, and having make the tool shape active, so what we want to do is to come to the home tab right here. We make sure we click on edit and we look for free transform. Now, what I want to do right here is to just increase the shape. Just press Shift key and Hotkey on your keyboard. This allows you to drag out the shape a little bit. Then I can take it down a little bit. So I'm satisfied with that. Then I will have to come to the top right here and click on this check mark to accept the transform. So what I want to do next is that I have to locate this particular layer, which is rectangle 1 layer. Having select on the rectangle 1 layer, so what I'm going to do is to come to the layer panel right here. I will right click on the layer. I will make sure I look for duplicate layer. Then this can be rectangle 2. Okay, so rectangle 2, and I'm going to click on OK. Next thing I want to do is to go to the edit and I will look for free transform. So this rectangle 2 right here, I will make sure I take it down below here. So this is where I need it. All right, so we have it in this way. So I can just take it down a little bit and make sure it close the part. So I'll have to come to the top right here. Once I satisfy with the adjustment, I will click on here to accept the transform. Okay, so one more thing I'm going to do right here is that I need some shapes. I need to fall back to this particular shape right here and bring in my picture for this particular shape. So for me to do that, I have to go to the home tab right here. I will go to file. From file, I will look for place embedded. So the next thing I'm going to do is to make sure, having power clip the picture right here, I have to select this particular shape right here. Then I will go back to my pen tools right here, and I will have to make sure I come to the top right here, and then I will fill this place with white color. Then having applied white color, I need to increase the stroke width right here as much as possible. Okay, so I'm satisfied with the size of the stroke right here. So next thing I'm going to do is to go to my move tool right here. So we're going to have something like this. Okay, so next thing I need to do is to select on this particular shape and make sure I align this particular shape properly. Okay, so we have it this way. All right, so the next thing I need to do is to locate this particular shape right here, and I'll have to come to the layer thumbnail right here. I'll create a new layer. Then having make a new layer, I will have to go back to my pen tools from the tools bar right here. I will click and hold down, and I'll make sure I select my pen tools. Then I will select my pen tools. I have to come to the property of the pen tool from the top right here. I will make sure shape is checked, and I can change the color for now to black. Then I will have to come to this point right here, and then I will make some shape right here. I will make shape right here this way, and straight down. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to fill these shapes with color. So I can start from the top right here, and then I'll come to the layer thumbnail right here. I'll double click on the layer thumbnail, and I can pick my color from here. Then I'm going to click on OK. So what I'm going to do next is to select on this particular shape. I will double click on the layer thumbnail. Then I will change the color right here. Then you can see the color code I use right here. Okay. Then I will just click on OK. So this one right here, I can easily delete this particular shape. Then I will fall back on this particular shape right here. I will come to the layer thumbnail. I will right click on the layer, and I will make sure I duplicate this layer. So this can be rectangle 3, and I will click on OK. So this rectangle 3, I will double click on the layer thumbnail right here. Then I will pick on this color, and I'll click on OK. Next thing I want to do is to go to edit from the home tab right here. I'll make sure I click on free transform. Then I will adjust it right here. Then I'll come to the top right here and click on this check mark to confirm. So I think I'm satisfied with that. So next thing I'm going to do is to add text and icon and logo to my simple social media post banner in Photoshop. So let's check out.